for being who jumped in. I saw somebody jumped in, but I didn't see who came in. So thank you for being here. What's up, my friends? Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is the instructional show about climb the whatnot ladder. This is the instructional show about climb the whatnot ladder. So I'm going to be tagging some folks in. For some reason, my chat. There it is. It was going away. Seven illustrations in the house. We got Starshine Finds, Retro Lucky Ducks is in this show. S Fish is in this train. This is hello Vintage Glass Couples in the house. I do want to let y'all guys know. I do OMGYG. I have one spot left. I had somebody back out. Hey friend, how are you doing? Thank y'all for being here. Appreciate you guys coming in. The time that is available. Just to let you know, in case you're interested, I did send you the thing, but I think it got filled up before you had a chance. So if you're interested, it's 5 p.m. to 5:15 p.m. Eastern time. So if you're in this train, hello, Retro Lucky Ducks. First off, let's go over and talk about who is in the train, and then if there's any questions that y'all have about this is a very, I'm going to say it's probably one of the more complicated but yet simple trains that I've been involved in. It is a competition train. However, it's going to be a blast. The father's in the house. Hey, Mike, we are talking about the upcoming train that I am putting on called Climb the Whatnot Ladder. Climb the Whatnot Ladder is going to be on the 21st of this month. It's 2 weeks from yesterday. 2 weeks from yesterday. And if y'all want to tag these folks that are in here to see if they want to come in or not. And guys, I'll tell you what, let me get a giveaway going. God, what am I doing? Gumby, what are you doing? Let me get a giveaway going. I'm going to give away a You Suck at Parking. Hey, Odie, a You Suck at Parking car. So let me get this going first. And I'll show you, talk about what's going on. Thank you for being here. President, hey, Lulu. How you doing, friend? First off, if anybody has any questions, feel free to shout it out at any time, okay? Make sure you use the question mark so I see what the question is. Again, this is going to be a very, 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 very fun. I think it has the chances of becoming one of those trains that everybody wants to be on. What time is the train? I have finished on the train from 7:45 to 8. Now, mine is Eastern time. The slot that I have is, let me look at it again real quick, that I have left. This was a minute ago, so let me make sure it hasn't filled up yet. It's 5 to 5:15 p.m. Eastern time. I'm fixing to talk about the Climb the Whatnot Ladder. Yes, Climb the Whatnot Ladder. Vermont Vintage Finds. Message me, and after this event, I'll send you a link. If no one else has already, I've sent out several links, so there's some people might be out there already that's going to grab it. So, but I'll tell you what, after the show, message me and I'll send the links in order. How's that sound? Is that fair? I'll send the links in order as people message me. So, yeah. So, yeah, right. I know. So, what the object of the train is called Climb the Whatnot Ladder. It's kind of like Dollar Holler on steroids. All right, kind of like Dollar Holler on steroids. Gotcha. As soon as this show's over, this may take 30 minutes, an hour. Hopefully everybody comes in and checks in. Thank you for that. What the deal is, it's a 15-minute time slot. So if your schedule, like Stays is going to be on at 1:15. At 1:15, what's going to happen? She's not going to be allowed to sell, because I'm going to rate into her from the introduction show. I will rate into her at 1:15. At 1:16, this is where it gets a little bit technical because I want to make sure everybody has the exact amount of time. At 1:16 p.m. Eastern time, she can hit that start auction on the very first item. That's going to start at $1. Her first item will start at $1. All right. So when that, hey, after that, Red Van. So we just started talking about it. So the first item is all the items have to be listed in order 0001. 0002 or 001, 002. As long as you got 3 digits, you should be okay. That'll help you keep them in order, because here's what's going to happen. And Vintage Glass Couple has already experienced this. because they've got their yes, you got the digits because they have already loaded their auction and they've got pre-bids. Okay, they've already got pre-bids on stuff. However, 0001 started at $1, 002 started at $2, 003 started at $3. Now, when you go into their auction, just like Battle of the Best or something like that, there's going to be pre-bids. So everybody on Whatnot is honest. Everybody that I know that joins my trains are honest people, so I'm not worried about that. Right? This is a friendly competition, so I don't perceive anybody trying to rig the system, cheat the system, or nothing like that. Right? It's going to be fun, Lilac Bloom. I'm telling you. It's going to be a monthly thing. I've already got the date in mind for the one for October. I'll be in Vegas 1 week, so it may be like 3 weeks from now. So 3 weeks after this show. So all right, so you start your item at a first item 001 at $1. All right, if you sell that item, you go to the next one 0002, which is an item you have preloaded that starts at $2. Right? If you sell that item, you move to the next rung. You're climbing the ladder. Okay, you're climbing the ladder. Then you go to 003, which starts at $3. And guys, the sooner you get them loaded, the sooner you have a chance of getting pre-bids and not having to. Vintage Glass Couple, it's very simple. Vintage Glass Couple may start their auction at their time. They may have 15 or 16 items already pre-bid, so they go pow, 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 right? So, but let's say, for instance, somebody gets to rung 5. That's a $5 start, and that item doesn't sell. Okay, the item doesn't sell. You have a couple of they in here. I've met Vintage Glass Couple. They are amazing folks. My mind went blank. Is it Jessica and oh my gosh, am I wrong? I can't remember. I'm sorry. I'm an old man. Forgive me. There goes a giveaway for the first Marty Second. You got a You Suck It parking card, friend. You got a You Suck It parking card right there. I'll start another giveaway here in a minute. All right, so let's say, yes, you're welcome. Let's say, for instance, somebody Retro Lucky Ducks is in the house, right? Retro Lucky Ducks has sold first 4 items: $1 start, $2 start, $3 start. They're shooting for 50 rungs in 13 minutes, guys. Oh my gosh, that means the last item has to start at $50. I will be so excited to see that. So, but let's say, for instance, Retro Lucky Ducks, I'm not picking on you. I know you're a good person, so I'm not gonna you're not gonna mind, right? I'm just calling you out. Any seller, for that matter. Retro Lucky Ducks is on rung number 5. Her item starts at $5. She decided she's trying to go fast, so you can be sudden death. It doesn't have to be sudden death. Whatever you want, it doesn't matter. You can go at your own pace. But for some reason, she says, "I'm trying to climb the ladder quick. I'm gonna do my $5 start. It's 10 seconds sudden death." And if for some reason, no bids, what does Retro Lucky Ducks do? Well, there's 2 things she can do. She can rerun it. She can beg somebody, please help me get to rung number 5, right? Help me get to rung number 5. And she can run it again the second time. Oh, cry. Yeah. That's what I read. Stacy goes, "Oh my God, I want to climb the ladder. Please help me." Yeah, you can do whatever you got to do. Just be legal, okay? Just be legal. Don't be taking off clothes or none of that stuff like that, right? You got to be legal. And don't be promising stuff you can't deliver. That kind of stuff. Right? Yes. Yeah. Exactly. But we're not going there. So, all right. So here's the deal. Retro Lucky Ducks can run that $5 item 3 times. 3 times, hoping to get that rung sold. If for some reason after 3 times, could you throw in bonus item? Yes. I have no problem with that. Because it doesn't matter, because it could be any item. So yes, you can say, okay, all right, guys, this bell is not running for $5. I'm adding this to it. Here we go, $5. Yeah, it doesn't matter. But the items themselves have to be preloaded. Okay, I have no problem with you bumping up the item, but the items themselves before the show have to be preloaded 001, 002, 003 at $1 2. Look at my auction tab. Look at my auction tab. I just put some dummy auctions in there. You'll see I have $1. First one, 001 at $1, 002 at $2, etc. So Retro Lucky Ducks is on her third strike. So if for some reason if it sells again, then she can. If it sells in three tries, she can go to rung number 6. Hey, Jersey girl, we're talking about the Climb the Whatnot Ladder raid train. That's going to be on the 21st of this month on a Sunday. So the third time it sells, she moves in rung number 6, and she starts the process all over again. However, we're talking about setting up the show, and I'll go back over it. I've got plenty of time. But say for instance, after the third time it doesn't sell. Thank you, Lulu. After the third time it doesn't sell. At that point in time, she has climbed 1, 2, 3, and 4. She's climbed 4 rungs. That is her score at that point in time, since number 5 did not sell. Then you have until your 13 minutes of selling time is up to sell whatever you want to. However, even if you go back to number 5 and it sells later after you run it the 4th time, it's not going to count. It's only going to count after 3 times. Yeah, it's going to be a blast. I'm telling you guys, I seriously believe that this train is going to be one of the ones that everybody wants to be on. So be paying attention. It's going to be so much fun. Yeah, yes. Thank you, Lulu. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm a mod you, Lulu. I thank you. Appreciate you, friend. I'm gonna mod you, and just in case you want to, your head. Oh my gosh. So all right. So at that point in time, her 5th item didn't sell, so her score is 4, no matter what. Now you use your time. Now you use your time, and you can go around. You can go to your pre-bids, whatever rung you're on, because it doesn't matter. Your score is already going to be 4. Okay. And so the hey, send me a message because there's going to be a second one. I know already it's going to be a second one. Then, all right, what we're going to do? All right, starting the show and ending the show. This is where it gets a little bit tricky, guys, because I want to make sure that Retro Lucky Ducks is a student. Are you a teacher's pet by any chance? So I want to make sure that everybody has the exact amount of time to sell, right? To make it fair. A lot of problems with again shows, and I'm not knocking these trains, right? I'm not knocking them. I'm just trying to improve. Anytime I do something, I want to take an idea and I want to see where I have succeeded or I have failed, and I want to tweak what I do, right? I want to tweak what I do. So on this train, like for instance, we're going to say again, picking on Retro Lucky Ducks because I can. Retro Lucky Ducks is on 2nd. She's after Stays. She was going to be 1st, but my friend Stays has reached out to me and wanted to be on it, so I put her at the very beginning. So Stays raised into Retro Lucky Ducks. Retro Lucky Ducks can start her show 2 to 3 minutes early. That's fine. You can start the show because buy it nows don't count. I mean, you want to sell buy it nows, that's fine. You want to sell buy. Let me do another giveaway real quick, guys, for another you suck at parking card. Here we go. Jump in the giveaway for another you suck at parking card right there. Yeah. After you score, you run whatever you want to. Where was I? Oh yeah, starting the show. So Retro Lucky Duck starts her show. Her official start time is 1:30, right? That's the official start time of her show. The official start time of her auction is 1:31. This is all Eastern time or whatever time zone you're in. It doesn't matter. It's 1 minute after your official slot time. So Stays is going to raid into. Oh, thank you for that, Gabby. Gabby with the tip. Thank you, friend. I appreciate you. I'll be seeing Gabby in Vegas, and I'm not counting, but we're going to be in Vegas in 38 days. I'm not going to be counting, but anyhow, no, nobody's counting. Anywho, where was I? All right. Stays Retro Lucky Duck starts her show. Her show is supposed to start official time slot at 1:30, right? So she's gonna start her show at 1:27, 1:28 p.m., right? And you're jealous. And she's gonna she's gonna start her show. She's gonna introduce. She's gonna be talking. She's gonna say, "Hey, I'm getting a raid here in a minute from Stays, and here's what I'm doing." Hopefully, between now and then, you're already talking about this in your show, so people know, right? You get. I will be getting stuff preloaded this week. So she starts the show. 1:30 comes. By that time, Stays is rating, right? Stays is rating. So everybody's in her show at 1:30. And I'll talk about how Stays had to end her show in a minute. But we're going to use Retro Lucky Ducks. So Stays is getting a giveaway, guys, right there. 25 people in the room, 11 in the giveaway. So Retro Lucky Ducks is in at 1:30. At 1:31, pow, she already has her item staged. She already has her bell. Everybody knows what item number 1 is, and it starts at $1, right? Everybody knows. So at 1:31, exactly 1 minute after her official slot time, she starts that auction. It can be 10 seconds sudden death. It can be 30 seconds. It doesn't matter. That is up to each individual seller. Because you know what? Some people might be content with running 5 or 10 items, all right? This is going to grow, guys. This is going to grow. So people may be content with 5 or 6 or 10 or 20 or 50 items. So you already got your 15 items. There you go. So whatever you think you can sell in 13 minutes. So 1:31, Retro Lucky Duck starts her auction at this item for $1. As soon as it sells, she grabs item number 2, pins it in. Item number 2, $2. Now be careful with Run Next, because here's going to be the problem. I've always said this, and I'll continue to say it. Run Next is the devil. Okay, taking a quote from Bobby Boucher's mama. All right, Run Next is the devil. I promise you. So, and here's the deal. If you hit, hey, Coconut Gravy Flipper, we're talking about the raid train on 921. Coconut Gravy Flipping is also in this raid train. We got some really fun people. I love the lineup. So item number 2, if you hit Run Next, I'm telling you, if you hit Run Next and it goes to item from 1 to 3, if it goes to item from 1 to 3 and somebody bids on 3, guess what? Your score is a 1. Your score is a 1. So if you're confident in Run Next and it don't work and you go, oops is the devil, okay? So your score will be the last rung before 1 was skipped. So you cannot, yes, Run Next is not your friend. It is not your friend on this show right here, because everything has to be preloaded. It can't be random pulls, guys. It has to be preloaded, because everybody's got to know what starts at $1, what starts at $2, $3, $4, $5. Now, granted, again, there's going to be pre-bids. I know Vinny's Glass Couple messaged me today or yesterday, whatever day it was, and said, hey, we have item number 3 that's already bid up to $5 or $6. I get it. It's going to happen, right? It's going to happen. So we want to make sure, we're getting a giveaway, guys, wherever it may be right there. So we want to make sure, again, the honest system, be honest, and everybody's not going to try to cheat to win this game. It's fine. It's a fun train. So that's the story. Now, here's how we end it. Hey, Ross, how you doing, friend? And here's how it's going to end. Again, Retro Lucky Ducks. Here's the next winner right here. Getting the You Suck at Parking card, 7 Little Strays. You Suck at Parking, 7 Little Strays. Coming your way. Yeah. So Retro Lucky Ducks is on. Start her slot time is 1:30 to 1:45. Right? You're welcome, friend. So she starts her first auction at 1:31. All right. So if her end time is 1:45, she cannot start any more auctions after 1:44. Okay? When that clock hits 1:44 and you start an auction after that, it's not, even if it sells, it's not going to count. Okay? If the auction is started before the 14 minutes or the 13 total minutes. If it started before and ends in the next minute, that's fine. Okay? Because the goal is we want to make sure you have that last minute to go, whoo, all right, we're going on now. We're going to Princess Catherine and do your thing, right? Because we don't want to be late rating the next person. And that's, again, why we have a minute buffer at the end and a minute buffer at the beginning. So we have 2-minute buffer just in case there are some technical difficulties. Does that make any sense to you guys? Are we all confused? Does anybody have a question? No, we don't do that. So again, it's going to be, I think it's going to be fun. Yes, 1 minute from the beginning, 13 minutes to run, and 1 minute to rate. Exactly. That's pretty much how it is. And we can finish running pre-bids. Yeah. If you miss a rung, okay, let's just say, Gabby, hey, Back to the Future, if you have a 7 and 7 doesn't sell, you could try it 3 times if you want to. Just realize that during those 3 times, you may be missing. I'm not sure yet. Marty. Most likely, but I'm not sure. If you run those 3 times, that's also time you're missing from selling. So if you're at 7, you go, hey, I'm not going to win this thing, right? I'm not going to win this thing, but I've got some pre-bids up here. I want to go ahead and run them. This is the very first time. So there may be some tweaking involved. Okay, we may find out that a 20-minute slot may make it easier to count time because everybody knows it starts on a 1 and ends on a 9. So that's a possibility too. So that's some thoughts I've been thinking about right there. But I think it's gonna be a fun train, guys. I think it is. And again, I'm not selling this go around. Make sure that you mod me. And I'm not going to say go or nothing like that. That's going to be up to you. You got to be watching the clock, right? So if I see an auction start ahead of time, I may make a little note. We'll see what happens, right? Again, this is the pilot. This is the very first time we're doing this. You're afraid of heights. So, but the key is, guys, the biggest key is making sure you have your auction loaded properly. 001, 002, 003. That's going to make sure that it's going to be easier to run them in order, easier for you to find them. And again, once you miss a rung, like I said, you can decide to sell it again, or you can say, hey, I missed a rung, I'm moving on, and that's going to be my score. That's up to you. That's the beauty of this thing. And here's another reason. Okay, I can't complete. Yeah. You know what though? Yes. No, you can't. But yes, you can. No, you can't. I get it. They can bring higher dollar items to start at number 1, 2. I get that. However, the items you can still compete if you bring items that are desirable, but not necessarily high dollar items. If you bring a $5, if you start a $5 item and it's worth 10, you think you're going to get 10. Again, it's all about sourcing properly, right? If you don't want it to sell for $1, find something you're willing to let it go at $1. I'm gonna let you know what I would do. I'm not playing this game, right? I'm just gonna be sitting back and take a score, right? This very first time. Second or third time, once it gets kicked off, I might jump in and have fun with it, right? Yes, it's all about having fun with it, right? You gonna meet new people? Let's go down the list. Let me tell you who's on this train. We got some amazing folks on this train. My friend Susan Tays. Yes, climb the ladder, homies. Yeah, you got to go compete, have fun, love the banter. Right. You know what? Talk smack, y'all. Talk smack. It's okay. Go into somebody else's chat because I'm telling you right now, they're not going to be paying attention to you, but everybody else is in the chat is going to love the banter. but the person selling is going to be concentrating on selling most likely. So at 1:15 to 1:30 p.m. Eastern time, Coconut Gravy Flipping, they're amazing people. I met them in person as well. At 1:15 to 1:30 p.m. It stays, my friend. At the end, what happened? Question. All right. At the end, I can't remember who's last. Go right into me. The last person on the train right now is Shelby Belby Thrift. She's on 8:45 to 9 p.m. and she'll rate into me for the award show. Again, right now it's bragging rights, okay? Right now it's bragging rights. And I will say, all right, we had, I'm just going to pick some names. Hanger 909 had 12. Gabby had 13. Coconut Gravy Flipping had 14. Vintage Glass Couple had 40. All right. And Corey Max had 40. And everybody else was less than that. So, what do we do in case of a tie? Does anybody know? Does anybody know how we break a tie if two sellers have the same rung? You want me to tell you? I'm going to tell you. We go back to item number 1. I'm just saying. Hey, Vintage Glass Couple says they're going for 50. You know what? Beehive Treasures, are you in here? Beehive Treasures, if you're not in here, they'll probably give you a run for your money, Vintage Glass Couple. We'll bring back the old banter from the old Battle of the Best days. Yeah, that'd be fun. So two people have the highest rung. We go back to the highest price of item number 1, their dollar item. So if you are, hey Tiny, we're talking about the train, my friend. Tiny the artist is on this train too, y'all. Yes, Tiny the artist is on this train. So if we have two people with the same number, of rungs, we go back to item number 1 to see what the highest price was. So I'm going to be recording everybody what their item number 1 sold for, and also their item number 2, 3, 4, and 5, just to be on the safe side. Because if the two people that had the highest number say they both sold the dollar item for $10, they both did. Well, we got to guess what? We have to go to, yes, they have to be preloaded. They have to be preloaded, Tiny. 001, make sure you do that. 001, 002, 003, they have to be preloaded, and they have to be, 001 has to be a $1 start, 002 has to be a $2 start, 003 has to be a $3 start, etc. Look at my option tab. You kind of see what I'm showing. I think I got 7 in there, just to kind of show you what they're going to be. Now, granted, granted, they're going to be pre-bids, just like Battle of the Best and any other show, right? They're going to be pre-bids. So, again, I believe anybody that puts one in, I don't think anybody's going to say, oh my gosh, I'm going to go ahead and list item number 3 at $10 and have someone bid on it. I don't think that's going to happen, right? So item 3's got to start at $3 regardless. So that's going to be the case. So Rescue Vintage Ohio, hello friends. Rescue Vintage Ohio is also on this train. It's amazing folks on this train. So that's how we're going to determine the winner. If it's tied, we go to item number 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, and then 5, etc. to see, and that's how we're going to break the tie. I'm not going to record past 5. So for some reason, if we get to the 5th item and it's still tied, I'm calling it a tie, okay? Because God knows I'm not going there, right? So it's gonna be so much fun. Well, let's listen about who's on this train. Let's listen who's on this train. All right, like I said, Stays is first at 1:15. These are all Eastern time. 1:15 to 1:30 p.m. Eastern time. If you got any questions, throw them in the chat. I'll try my best to I can call. Yeah, I'll co-host at the end. Again, I'm not going to make a requirement. Okay, I'm not going to make a requirement. I would like to. Again, if somebody has obligations, I don't want them canceling their evening obligations just to make, to say, hey, I was co-hosted with the Gummy Man. It's not that big of a deal, okay? I appreciate if you would. but it's not that big of a deal. Okay, I can have all these bottles to sell. Please, can you have profit? I just want point. You just want the points. All right, so we got stays at 115 and 130. Then we rate into Lisa with Retro Lucky Ducks at 130 to 145. At 145, we rate into Princess Catherine. Hey, Marcy, how you doing, friend? At 145 to 2 p.m. Eastern Time, we rate into Princess Catherine. At 2 p.m., we're rating into S-Fish Sean. I think I saw him here. I'm not sure if he's still here or not. But Sean will be on from 2 to 2:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Sean will rate into Retro Alley. Retro Alley's on for 2:15 to 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Who's rating into? So let me talk again. Stays does handmade and everything. Retro Lucky Ducks does everything. Princess Catherine does a lot of Disney. Sean does a lot of glass and everything. Retro Alley does art and everything and toys and stuff. Then we have Elevate Crochet. Elevate Crochet is a handmade artist. So we have all kind of categories on this train, guys. All kinds of categories. So we have Retro Alley, who does that. Just one of those to tease all of us. I swear, I never see. Oh my God! So we got Retro Alley. I mean, Elevate Crochet, who does handmade. She does a lot of. Awesome. She upcycles clothing and stuff. Then we go into Retro Vintage Ohio, who's here, and she does everything. Then we go into Freckles Finds. Freckles Finds does everything. She does estate sales, right? Then we go into They Make Me Smile. They Make Me Smile is a new person that I've seen for a while, but really just connected with in the last month or so. So yes, Erica will be on here. They Make Me Smile. Then we're going into TLC Mama Bear at 3:30 to 3:45. We got some amazing folks. She does snacks. She does art. She does a little bit of everything, right? And then we're going into Lulu 80, who's down here, who's modeling for me right now. Lulu 80 does pretty much everything as well. Then we're going into Jack's Treasures. My friend Jack's Treasures, Brian and Tracy, and they're just good, down to earth people. Hey, Princess Catherine, we're going through the lineup, friend. And then after Jack's Treasures, we're going into Ethlan Redman. If you don't know Ethlan Redman, she's in the Red Band down by the river. She sells everything too. And then from there, we're going into Amy Jo 1966. Yeah, it's just home from work. I understand where you're coming from. Amy Jo 1966 sells, she's I don't know how to word it, certified baker. So she sells lollipops and candy and cookies and all that stuff. Food, yes, food. Amy Jo, and she's just a sweet person. And then from Amy Jo, it's Yes, It's Me, Sam D. Yes, It's Me, Sam D is just funny as heck. It's funny as heck. Then we have an empty slot, which I think might be filled up because somebody messaged me. And then we're going into Bon Bon, Word of Vintage. Word of Vintage is on at 5:15 to 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Word of Vintage is going to rate into Corey Mannix. Corey Mannix, I'm telling you, when he heard of this sign up, he messages me, and then he says, dude, call me. I need details. So Corey don't play, guys. Corey don't play. He might lose on a technicality because he's got to play by the rules, just like everybody else does, right? He's got to play by the rules, so it's got to be preloaded, it's got to be an item, that kind of stuff, right? But we talked for 20, 30 minutes, and he wanted to know what he can do and what he can't. I love that though. I love that. That's me. I'm so freaking competitive. I love that. So Corey Mannix is going to be rating into Tiny the Artist. Tiny the Artist, and he sells everything. Tiny the Artist is another. Yes, he loves winning. I do too. And but you know what? This train, I think we're all going to win, guys. We're all going to win on this train. And Tiny the Artist, she's into everything, but she's a handmade artist as well. She sells paintings and she paints hats and all the stuff. So we got Tiny the Artist for that. Then we're going from Tiny the Artist into my friend Amy Perrin. Amy Perrin don't play either, y'all. Amy Perrin, I don't know how many winged people, I call them wing people, the people with the wings on their stuff. We got a lot of wing people on this train, which is pretty cool. And Amy Pairing is such a very, you're welcome, friend. I love you too, girl. Amy is just she's down to earth. You know what I'm saying? She always brings the fire. Then we're going from Amy Parent to Sophie's Choice Vintage. I'm not sure if Melissa's in here or not, but Sophie's Choice Vintage has some amazing glass too, guys. So you never know what she's going to bring. And then we're going from Sophie's Choice Vintage. We're going to Popham 1222. Anna, she messaged me today asking me. I think she might be working somewhere now. I'm not sure she's in here or not. Asking me, explaining the numbering system, because the numbering system is the most important part to make sure all your ducks in a row. And I'm gonna try my best to go down the 2 or 3 days before the show. Hopefully you don't wait until the last day to load them. But if you do, hey, it's on you. But I want to go down and look at each show individually and make sure they're good to go. I'm planning on doing that. So try to get them loaded if you possibly can. And then after Popham 1222, can you replay this? This should be on my YouTube. This should be on my YouTube. If you want to, go to my YouTube. It's the Gumby Man, the Space Gumby Spaceman. It should be on my YouTube. It should be live right now, unless Whatnot glitched, and it's glitched the last few times. So I'll double check and see. But I'm gonna try to have another one of these again in the next few days or so to kind of get everybody involved and basically call this here. You load after the 13th. That's fine. Yeah. Do what you got to do. That's fine. That's fine. So Popham 1222. From Popham 1222, we're going into Vintage Glass Couple. Vintage Glass Couple has told me, a matter of fact, they told this chat just a little while ago, they're going for 50. They're going for 50 freaking items. So they want to sell a $1 item, a $2 item, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6, 49, a 50. That's what they're going for. And that's a possibility, guys. That's a possibility. So they met, yeah, most likely they will. And I've met them. They're good people. And then from Vintage Glass Couple, raiding into Coconut Gravy Crazy Flipping, who is another amazing glass couple. Not only glass, but they sell everything. And and again, both of these couples are just amazing folks. I met both these couples, and they're good people. They're good people with good items, and they like to have fun, and they like to share their experiences. They're like me. Mike and Laura get to the point where they'll talk, and oh crap, I need to be rid of this. So I get it, So we're going from Coconut Gravy Flipping into my friend Not So Shabby Gabby, and Not So Shabby Gabby sells oh, Not So Shabby Gabby says a little bit of everything. A little bit of everything. Lately, she's been doing a lot of jewelry, so make sure you follow her on that. She's an amazing person, a good friend of mine. From Not So Shabby Gabby, we go into Butterfly Kiss, who is wants to make sure she gets this done right. Again, and I'm not saying you don't want. You're welcome, friend. You don't go at your own pace. Go at your own pace. I know 40 glass items is crazy, but go at your own pace. Have fun with it. Don't stress. Don't stress over it. So, and Butterfly Kiss is going to be raiding into Beehive Treasures. Beehive Treasures don't play either, guys. Beehive Treasures don't play. So we have 3. You get nervous so you talk. Again, you got to go at your own pace, right? Go at your own pace. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. And enjoy the camaraderie. And preload your bit. Well, yeah, you got to preload your auction tab, definitely, with the correct numbers and prices as soon as possible. And I'm just here to, right, exactly. And yeah, you're getting ready to Beehive Treasures. That Beehive Treasures is good. And then Beehive Treasures is raiding into Hangar 909, another a big clothing seller, and she does all kind of funky and crazy raid trains too as well. And then for Hangar 909 is going into another good friend of mine, Diane 951 Estates, who I had a chance to meet as well. And it is an amazing lineup, right? It's an amazing lineup. So Diane 951 Diane __ 951 Estates, the double underscore, just in case you didn't know that, is going right into my friend K Ford 2022. We had a switch today, so I will send out the updated list a couple days ahead of time. You can always you can always go. Yes, thank you. Uh, you can always go to the Sign Up Genius if you're not sure. That's going to be correct, okay? And K Ford is going right into the last seller of the night. Is going to be Shelby Belby Thrifts, who actually Shelby Belby Thrifts won my. I had this glass rooster. I don't know if she's here or not. Shelby, I don't know if you're here or not. But she, I freaking go, right? I had a glass rooster for my 2,500 follower giveaway. She won that and she still has it. So after that, we rated into me, and this whole time now, guys, I'm mod me, but make sure you have mods as well because I'm gonna be paying attention to writing down. First off, your well, item 1 sells for, 2, 3, 4, and 5 sells for, right? So in case of the tiebreaker, but I also want to make sure that if there's any questions along the way, I can respond to that. Again, if you miss a rung, that's where your score stops. I know, right? So again, let's go real quick what we have to do. Need me to? Yeah, I'm good. Thank you, Lulu. So again, the most important part is preloading your auction tab. There's Shelby Belby Thrifts. She is the anchor right before she raids into me. Let's go over again real quickly. I know some new folks that are on this train that just came in. We went over, I think it's what, 30, I think it's 31 sellers, guys. 31 sellers with 15-minute slots of 13-minute selling time. Yeah, K4's here too. We just talked about K a minute ago. So real quick, let's run on the synopsis one more time. I'm going to get another giveaway going. Again, it's going to be a You Suck It parking card. It's going to be because I'm not selling nothing, so giveaways got to be, you know, what they are, right? So let me get this here going. We'll get this giveaway going. Giveaway number 3 on the You Suck It parking card because it's free. You can give them to anybody you want to, right? You can give them to your mom, your dad, your significant other. Thank you. Oh, Hanger, you don't do that. Woo! That's not allowed. That's not allowed on this one here. Oh my gosh. You left your first card last week. Amazing. Oh my gosh, amazing. All right. Yes, it's not that kind of train. All right. Again, for everybody that's new here, you're going, what is this crazy man talking about, right? What is this climb the whatnot ladder shenanigans? Guys, getting a giveaway right there don't cost you a dime. What is this climb the whatnot ladder shenanigans? In a synopsis, guys, your time, all right, your time is 15 minutes. You have a minute to introduce yourself before you start your first auction. The object of the game is to climb as many rungs on the ladder as you can. Climb as many rungs on the ladder as you can. Well, you got your clock on your phone. Mine's right here. You know, so first item starts at $1. Second item starts at $2. Third item starts at $3. Fourth item starts at $4. Fifth item starts at $5, $6, $7, $8, $9. You get the idea, right? However, there's a catch. You can't jump around. Jump around. Who sang that song? Jump around. Kid and Play, was that it? Is that who it was? Kid and Play? I don't know. So you can't skip. You got to start at 1. You got to sell 1. You got to go to 2. You got to sell 2. You got to go to 3. You got to sell through. Crisscross. Yeah, crisscross will make you jump. Daddy whack a pack. What's something like that? Yeah, crisscross will make you jump. I forgot. Thank you, Gabby, for keeping me honest on my 1980s and 90s rap. Hip hop. Sorry, not rap. Hip hop. So 3, then you got to go to item number 4, etc. Now, the kicker is, guys, if you get stuck on a rung, you can run it 3 times. 3 strikes and you're out. The last rung you sold before your 3 strikes is your score. However, if you still have time, at that point in time, you can jump around and do whatever you want to because your score is going to be a 4. Hey, Keone, your score will be a 4 no matter what, okay? So item 1 sells $1. Item 2 sells $2. Well, it starts at $2. We hope we hope it sells for a lot more, right? We hope it sells for a lot more. So again, out of 14, so it starts at $14. Out of 50, hey, I love discounts. How you doing, friend? We're talking about the Climb the Whatnot Ladder raid train that is on September 21st. I think it's going to be one of those trains that will gain traction quickly, and I think it's going to be one of those ones that I may have to make longer on the next time. I don't know. We'll see. This is going to be the first go at it. And we're going to use this first go around it to tweak everything to make sure we're all good and steady, guys. If people mess up a little bit, you know what? It's okay. This is my train. This is my very first. I've done trains with other people. I've done trains a long time ago with a group of people, and other trains with a group of people recently with CG Boomerang. This is my first solo train. It's called Climb the Whatnot Ladder. This is my original idea. Climb the Whatnot Ladder. We've got 31 amazing folks. 31 amazing folks that are going to be doing this. First, you have a 15 minutes time slot with 13 minutes of selling time. You have to start a minute after your slot time, and you have to end a minute before your end time. That gives you 13 minutes. Object of the game. So the first item starting at $1. All preloaded items. Second item starting at $2. Third item starting at $3. Right now I'm good. But I'll tell you, send me a message and say I want on the next one. Send me a message and say I want on the next one. It's probably going to be in October before I go to Vegas. So it may be like a 3-week turnaround after this one here. So send me a message, friend. And right now, I'm the only mod. So again, I was telling you, have a mod. Please have a mod. And make sure the mod understands what's going on. There comes the Gibby right there. Prince Catherine, you suck at parking. Wah, wah, wah. Coming your way, friends. Yes, Climb the Whatnot Ladder. It's going to be hopefully a monthly event. And who knows? Who knows? We'll run it the rest of this year. And if it turns out to be a big deal, we may have a yes, yeah, sure, absolutely. Absolutely. If it turns out to work out to the rest of the year, we may start off January and do just like Battle of the Best used to do, right? Have a January winner, February, March, all that kind of thing. And December, all of the past winners can compete for climbing the big ladder or something like that. We'll figure out a name. So do high scores get an auto in? Yes. Yes. Winners get an automatic invite to the next one. Top three get an automatic invite. So, and if they're on the second one and they win the second one or third one, it's going to be a top winner that hasn't won before will get an automatic invite to the next one. Does that make sense? So, what about the last place? If you're last place, you'll get to say, I was on this train and I got my butt kicked. That's what you can say. You know, it's the opposite of bragging rights. It's the I lost. Or I lost at Jeopardy, baby. Yeah, I lost at Climb the Ladder. I was the lowest ladder. So, guys, do me a favor. Make sure you put something in your auction on item number 1. Make sure that item number 1 at $1 is something that'll sell. Okay. Oh my gosh! Make sure, please don't do this. Don't go. Oh, I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna put this glass head in there at $1, but I'm gonna weigh it where it's 10 pounds, and shipping's gonna be like $15, and no one's gonna bid on it, right? So don't do that. Do something lightweight, right? Oh, you downloaded the pre-bid. There you go. You're on number 2 already. There you go. That's how you do it. Exactly. So, again, please make sure you have a mod. If Keone, if you want to volunteer, reach out to these people on the train. You can search Climb the Whatnot Ladder, and you will see everybody that's on this train. And I will start probably, I'm going on vacation Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We're going to the mountains for a 3-day weekend. Probably after that, I'll be looking at possibly getting it lined up, next month's lined up. Because I want to do next month before I go to Vegas in October. So does anybody have any questions? I'm here. I'm here to answer questions if anybody has them. Or did I cover everything? You want to hear what my strategy would be? I'm willing to give it away. I'm willing to tell you what my strategy would be. I would find me either for item number one, if it's, make sure it's a lightweight item. I would do, it is an epic lineup, right? Hey, you know what, Shelby? And I was telling everybody before you got here that when I was talking about you, that you were one of the ones that, yes, right, K Ford, that you were the one that won my 2,500 follower giveaway back many days ago. Yes, Butterfly Kiss needs a mod. There you go. And so again, first item I would do as a plain white envelope. Unless you already have a pre-bid, then don't change it, right? But do a plain white envelope, something that you know would sell for $1, a vintage postcard or something like. Yes, Rudy. I'm going to be. I haven't got anybody yet, but I'm going to be in Battle of the Roosters. I found me a rooster, y'all. I found me a rooster. Oh my God, y'all want to see it? You want to see it? Yeah, Battle of the Roosters. That's what I said. Hang on. It's right over here. Let me get it. Hang on. 1 second. Oh, knees don't fail me now. Oh my gosh. This is amazing. I got two actually, so I'm not sure which one I'm going with. Oh, I've got two. So this is the first one I found. Look at him. I'm not sure. I think it's in October, like the last time, I don't know, it's sometime in October. But that's the small one. Yes. So yeah, Battle of the Roosters right there. Got the wings and all. But look at this guy. Oh my gosh. Look at him. Oh my God. Oh my God. He's a big boy. So yeah, so anyhow, I'm not sure. I know she told me it's in October. Matter of fact, I got it preloaded for a placeholder because the sign-up's not out yet. But I was told I'd have a spot. So, all right, back to, sorry, I got sidetracked. I did a little squirrel thing there for a minute. Where am I at? Is everybody good? Does anybody have any questions? Yes. I'm excited. Can y'all tell I'm excited? I just think the lineup is fire. I think the excitement. So good at who? Oh, me? It's not hard to do when you look at. I know, I'm just kidding. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with self-promoting, guys. There's nothing wrong with that. There is something wrong with saying that you're the best or best in the world. I never say that, but you always need to promote yourself, regardless. If you're on a Facebook group page that's talking about Whatnot, right? If you're in a Facebook group page that's talking about Whatnot, always leave your username. Always use your Whatnot name. Always, no matter what, use your Whatnot name. I mean, some people have their Facebook set up with their Whatnot name. I don't. I'm not the best. I'm going to tell up front, I am not the best. I have no aspirations to be the best. Well, I take that back. I want to be the best. I'll never get there. But at the same time, you have to work at doing what you can do, right? You be the best with what you can do with what you got to work with, and just be satisfied with what you got. So, and again, if anybody wants to go back and watch this, it should be on the YouTube. Yeah, you can always be better. You can always be better. You can always be a better person. You can always work harder. One thing you can't change is you can never change who you are. Because you are who you are, and you are perfect. You are perfect no matter who you are. You are perfect just like you are. You can strive to be a better individual, but you yourself physically, you're perfect. It doesn't matter. So, all right. If we don't have any questions, I think I'll find somebody to raid. And what was that? Oh, you bought some Angry Birds. Thank you, Shelby. I appreciate that. But if we don't have any questions, anybody have any last questions? Everybody, stop talking. Hello, Armad Treasures. You're not in here, are you? You're not on this list, are you? You're not. Hello, friend. We're talking about the raid train on September 21st. I try to be a cheerleader. Yes, please promote. Please promote. Please promote. It's the biggest thing that you can do. Again, make sure I'm modded. But again, this is about you guys. I want to make it about you guys. I'm not competing. I may, after we get a couple on my belt, I may jump in and run one for the heck of it. But right now, I want to make sure that I don't have to be ready for a show. I got to be ready to jump in or something like that, right? And I may have a couple people on standby. Yeah, you can ask. Yeah, absolutely. Butterfly's going to ask a question. Butterfly Cliff's going to ask the question. When is that? She has her birthday train that still has a couple slots left open. And I can't remember when it is. Am I on it? I can't remember what was the date. What was the date on that? Was there a reason I'm not on that? I don't think I'm on that. Am I going to be out of town? I can't remember. But yeah, Butterfly Kiss is going to ask if anybody wants to be on her train. And also, I'll send out whoever that was that messaged me. I'll send you out that link as long as nobody else has jumped on it that's been invited. So friends, for her birthday, September 26th. I gotta look at it. Is that on Sign Up Genius? Is that on Sign Up Genius? I can look right now if I'm on it or not. Hang on. Yes. Huh. Let's see here. My sign up. And guys, Sign Up Genius on the computer is the best thing you can do to try to remember. So it is September 26th. I'm not signed up for it. What's going on September 26th? I know the 23rd, 24th, and 25th, they got birthdays. There might be something. I had to look at my my calendar. For some reason, I'm thinking we're doing a birthday party or something that day. I can't remember. I'll look at it though. So, guys, I want to thank you all for being here and hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Again, promote the heck out of this. Make sure your show is already scheduled. It should be scheduled already, but if it's not scheduled, go ahead and schedule it now. Start spreading the word. Start getting it preloaded so you can get bookmarks. So maybe you can go be at rung number 10 already, right? Be at rung number 10 already before the show even starts. That'd be kind of fun. So thank you all for being here. I love you all. I appreciate you all coming in and hanging out with me. We're going to fire some raid and make sure titles are coming up correctly. Yes, it needs to be labeled Climb. What I can't remember. Hang on. Let me look up. Let me pull it up. See you, Butterfly. It should be labeled. Name your show. Climb the Whatnot Ladder Raid Train. Climb the Whatnot Ladder Raid Train. So make sure it's labeled that. I'll be looking and double checking everybody's shows. See you all. Love you all so much. Just find someone to raid and bless them. When we get to wherever we're going, make sure that you drop green hearts in the chat because that is my symbol of that I love everybody no matter what. And we're going to go, let's go see Amy Jo. Let's go see, we got Amy Jo or Diane. Oh, where do we go, y'all? Where do we go? Amy Jo or Diane? Let's go to Amy Jo. Diane? I think we should go Diane. I think so. I think you're right. All right, we'll go to Diane. We'll go to Diane because she's on this train too. She's my plant lady. I love Diane. She's an amazing soul. And here we go. Gonna bring it in here. We're going to see Diane with her $2 succulents. Oh my gosh. Let's go. Love y'all.